I was craving for egusi soup, so I decided to make it today. So this is me turning my soup. Yeah. So I just want to let you know how it looks like before we dive into ingredients and introduction. Yeah. So at this point, my egusi was very ready, and I was so happy that I finally made something that you know I was longing to have. Yeah. So here I couldn't contain my happiness. I started recording it. So guys, I show you how it's made and how I come to that. All the introduction of the ingredients. I will let you know what and what I added. Okay, so stay with me. Let's dive in. Yes. At this point, making of egusi soup doesn't require too much ingredients. The main ingredients in this is the egusi soup that you have. So it depends the quantity of the soup you want to make, depend the quantity of egusi you will use. So you just get your egusi grounded and all that. I'll show you what I did anyway. So let's go. I just put red oil on the pan and heat it a little bit, not too much, and I started frying my egusi. That was the egusi that I added. Okay, yeah, I saved my egusi in the freezer, so if I didn't maybe bring it out a day before, it will be kind of frozen. So that's why I showed you how it is made there. But I noticed that if I let it off the freezer, due to the heat temperature we have here, a lot of things doesn't survive on it. So that was why I decided to keep it in a safer place and put it in the freezer. So remember red oil, and you heat it a little bit and you add the egusi. Let it fry for about 5 minutes. Not You'll be stirring it to make sure it's fried. At least 3 minutes. Yeah. You just in a low heat. You can load the gas so that your egusi won't get burnt. So after that, just follow me up gradually so that even though you want to make it or you know how to make it, you just want to try my own way, maybe frying the egusi and all that, you can get the idea. Okay, so this is me still frying the egusi. Okay, I keep an eye on it a little bit, go and stir it, turn it, so that it will not get burnt, because if you burn you don't finish with that. So I added a little bit water here. Okay, and I started adding my protein. It doesn't matter the kind of protein that you add. It depends what you want to do, how you want to see, the things you eat, the things you don't eat. There's a different kinds of things up there. So you cannot expect somebody to use exactly what you use, maybe because health issue and all that. So I started adding my protein. This is me adding my meat little by little. I still add another one, and I stirred to see if it is okay with my soup. So I'm bringing another one to add, and I'll start adding my fresh fish. Yeah, it's being added, and this is my another egusi. Okay, I added fresh fish. I cream my egusi. I don't know if you know how to cream egusi. Just put egusi in a plate. You add it a little bit of water. You turn it until it became creamy. It will be as if it's a cream. Okay, with that, not too much water, just you see the consistency that I have in there. Yeah, we started adding it a little bit by bit into the pot, okay, to allow it cook. When it cook, it will melt by itself, though it may not melt totally. Yeah, so it depends the quantity of water you put and all that. Yeah. So at this point that I have added my egusi, I have to cover the pots, allow my egusi cook before adding other things. Okay, I added Maggie and salt also. Yeah, this is my Maggie. Yeah, I show you. I added my Maggie and a pinch of salt. Okay, so now you cover and allow it to cook. Add water, after cooking for some minutes, add water. So it depends the consistency you want. If you want your egusi to be watering, not watering, a little bit thicker. So I added a little bit water, not too much water. Yeah, I added a little bit. Yeah, you see, the egusi is being cooked and it's coming up. Why I say so, you see the face of my soup. The oil was, oh sorry guys, I put the camera in the wrong position today, so I'm so sorry about that. Because if I started turning the pot, I noticed that it's bring a kind of shade to the camera. I will work on it. Yeah, I'm still improving, so sorry guys. So I check it and I added a little bit more water. You see, I added more again. You see me doing that. Yeah, and you stir gently because I added fresh meat, fish. Fresh fish can pieces anyhow. So that's one of the reasons you should stir gently. So I cover it to cook. Okay, I check on it, you see. I stir a little bit. Yeah, and I will cover it back. This was to make sure that the egusi is not burning. Yeah. So at this point, I added my pepper, my crayfish. Yeah, this is my crayfish. I added it, and I added my pepper to your taste. If you have children, you know now you have to minimize. So this is me adding my crayfish. So this is my grounded pepper, grounded dried pepper. So I added a little bit. Okay. Yeah, I think the quantity was okay. So I stir a little bit. So this is another cube of Maggie that I added. I give it a gentle stir. I now cover it to cook. So this is my Egusi. You see the face? Wow. Yeah. This is the face. So nice. The taste for salt. I know if it is okay for you. So I taste for salt. I'm loving the face, seriously. And I added a little bit of salt more. Yeah. And this is my vegetable. I added it. Okay. Yeah, I cover a little bit just for about a minute. Please guys, if you have watched me this far, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give me thumbs up on this video. Thank you so very much, and God bless you. So after covering it for some minutes, I just have to stir, and my egusi is ready. Seriously, you can help me share this video out to people that might need it. You know, this is a typical traditional way of making egusi. You know, I can remember those days we have it in farm. You know, we do it. So yeah, so I have to stir it to combine. You see my egusi? Do you see that? Do you see that? Did you see that? Everything on point, the color on point, the consistency on point. Okay, some might like a little bit watering, but I think this consistency is the best. So not because I'm the one that made it, you know, it's okay. Yeah, everything was on point. So I will add more spinach to this. I add spinach to this. Yeah, I added more. Okay, and I start to combine. Remember, my soup is ready. Seriously, it's ready. This is the soup. Ofe a na-ahụ ajụ ajụjụ ele fufu. Ofe a na-ahụ ajụ nne ele gara ya ahụ esi fọrọ na ya ụnyaahụ. Ezigbo ofe akpọrọ aka sie. This particular day I was just craving for egusi. I was like, let me make it. It wasn't the main soup I was making. Anyway, thanks for watching. I love you guys. Thank you. Bye.